This is a video from London. Immigrants on a shopping spree, vandalising a store and carrying away stolen goods without being bothered by anyone. Such images are an everyday occurrence in countries that have agreed to a multicultural policy. If the Migration Pact signed by Donald Tusk comes into force, this may soon be the reality in Poland as well. I have been saying for a long time, the Migration Pact must be terminated by Poland. This is not done by speaking at a press conference in Warsaw, but only by putting the documents on the table in Brussels. Mr. Tusk, today hardly anyone trusts your words, so we will believe it when we see it. Denounce the Migration Pact immediately. Actions, not words. The Citizens' presidential candidate and other right-wing politicians have long opposed the admission to Poland of immigrants from foreign cultural backgrounds. With the upcoming elections, this narrative is also being adopted by the Civic Platform. I, in talks with my partners, exclude this type of scenario in which Poland has to do something because the Migration Pact says so. This is new because it was Donald Tusk who, shortly after the coalition took power on the 13th of December, signed the Migration Pact previously blocked by the Law and Justice government. According to it, Poland will soon take in up to 100,000 migrants a year and pay for their upkeep. Under European law, there is no legal way to exempt Poland from implementing any parts of the pact. In October 2025, the Commission will conduct an assessment of which member state will come under migration pressure. This assessment will be included in the first annual migration management cycle, which will begin in mid-2026. Poland has not yet submitted any information to the Commission as part of the first cycle. This is the response of the EU Commissioner for Migration. Germany also leaves new illusions about Tusk's next pre-election promise. We are very keen on a new migration policy. First of all, solidarity distribution of immigrants within the European Union. Germany will greatly benefit from this. It should be emphasised that there was a great unity in the Council yesterday to apply these regulations as soon as possible, even sooner than provided for in the law, in the summer of 2026. The issue is the timing of implementation. Many member states are ready to introduce them earlier, and here they can count on the full support of the Commission. Denmark, Cyprus and Poland pledged to accelerate the introduction of the Migration Pact as early as December. The three states recognise the need to address the issue of illegal immigration to the European Union, as well as to ensure a fully and effectively functioning common asylum and migration system. It will seek to make the best use of legal and practical solutions in this area, including the implementation of the Pact on Migration and Asylum.
As I've said, I think that
we must, of course, renew our cooperation when it comes to migration policy, but the most important thing is to take responsibility for our security. Security does not exclude humanity. The Polish state is a large and proud enough country that it doesn't have to be afraid of pregnant women, infants, or elderly and sick people who are simply looking for humanitarian support outside of the migration context. Pregnant women, infants, the elderly and sick. Internet users reminded that this has already happened. This is how it looked on the airwaves of TVN24. And as you can see, the refugees have already reached the shore. You can see the elderly, sick people, you can see the children. Such dinghies reaching the shore of the island of Lesbos every day. Oh, a child. Oh, another one. All refugees have one target. It's the European Union. The whole truth of the day. Poles were able to oppose the Migration Pact in a referendum held during the 2023 parliamentary elections. I solemnly annul this referendum. If Poles had said no to mass illegal immigration then, and the turnout had exceeded 50%, there would have been no problem. But the Tusk-friendly media encouraged a boycott of the referendum. Automatically, I give you 3 ballots. Yes, you say. I will only ask for ballots for the same in the Senate. I do not accept the referendum card. Go ahead. I will give the card for the same in the Senate, and I will write it down here that Mrs. Dorota Wellman did not accept the referendum ballot. This is all noted. The turnout below 50% opened the way for Tusk to sign the Migration Pact. Poland will be a beneficiary of the Migration Pact. Preparations for the reception of migrants are underway. Tusk really says a lot of things, but what does he do? 49 integration centres for foreigners for £500 million zloty and the agreement to implement the December 11th Migration Pact. So let's move from words to deeds. I request a recess so that the same Presidium may prepare a resolution saying that Poland will not comply with the Migration Pact. The resolution is not there. There is no denunciation of the pact in Brussels either. There are promises, and the nearly 14,000 illegal immigrants that Germany has sent to its neighbours over the past 140 days. Don't be surprised that once in a while, in some European capital, you will hear announcements that don't quite correspond to the truth and reality, because, for example, the election campaign in their place requires such a tough migration stance. But don't worry about it and rely on our announcements. Finally, a video from Swoops and a brawl involving a group of foreigners, probably from Africa and the Middle East.